is kind of out of control, so he can counterpunch.
Big size difference between Paul and Woodley. Woodley with the jab aerial early.
And you would think the longer this fight goes, it would favor Woodley. He's fought 25-minute fights.
Right.
Paul has never gone past the second round. BJ Flores, head trainer for Jake Paul, told me we dare him to go 6-7 rounds. That's where we want to beat him because we think he's going to get tired early.
Yeah, they think that the sparring he's done with all those good fighters, including John Pascal and a number of others, will be the difference.
Some MMA fighters as well. Mike Perry, he sparred.
Yeah, very good point.
A minute left here in the second round. Still very much a feeling out process, although Jake Paul has landed some combinations. Tyrone Woodley surveying the landscape and gets hit with a right hand to the body, left hand upstairs. Well done by Paul. Place the
combination puncher. Now, you know, you temper that with the fact that he hasn't yet fought a pro boxer, but you have to look at it and take it at face value because he can throw good combinations.
Meanwhile, Woodley from the show-me state of Missouri looking to show up and show out, but trying to get on track here. Less than 20 seconds left in the second.
Paul probably weighing 200 pounds right now. It's a very noticeable difference.
And the fans have followed Paul's career. They're booing because it's gone past the second round.
First time.
Yes.
Oh, baby, good round. Slow down. Hold that right there. Slow down. Very good. Deep breath. Check your boxing beautiful. What, 2-0, okay? 2-0. What? 2-0. I want you this round, Jake, to keep bouncing. I want you to bring some jab right hands in the middle. We haven't done that yet. Bring the jab right hand in the middle and get to the right. Also, when you're stabbing, moving back, touch jab off that back leg. We haven't got that jab. Go to him, punch him. You understand? Let your hands go, son. This is your night. Own your stuff.
Okay, y'all.
Let's go.
Man, do it. Do that shit. Got 6 more rounds left. This shit easy. Sunny.
Bell in round 3 again scheduled for 8. Now our main event, Jake Paul going to the body, counter upstairs as Woodley looks to land the jab. And
that's one of the first really good right hands that Paul has gotten in. You know, he's been pawing to try and find a place for that punch, and he did get that right hand in very nicely. And there's Woodley jabbing a little bit. We mentioned that we thought we might see some of that from him.
well, we saw the great feature on their mom's Aurelian. You know what they say, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, and you don't mess with anybody's mama. And the mamas, well, they got along. Mama said knock you out.
Yes, and especially Mama Woodley. I think the entire MMA community was ready to come to Cleveland on her behalf. I heard Tyrone's corner say to him, let those hands go. He's starting to do that now in the third round a little bit more.
She should get a talk show. That's what I've read about.
She should get a podcast. There aren't many of those around.
No.
A minute gone here in the third. Nice right hand left. So that right to the body, left hand upstairs has been the
up well. And Ariel's right. Woodley did come out a little bit more aggressive, and he's going to have to throw. There he opened up with a hook, but he got countered
by Paul, and Paul going to the body with the jab.
The jab paved the way inside for Woodley, and he almost got a power punch in. I'm not,
Not a lot of offense, but as we saw the numbers, Paul with the advantage.
I don't know about you guys. I'm happy this fight is going longer. I wanted to see more out of Jake. Hopefully, regardless of what happens, he's getting...
Lead right uppercut in the right hand, and Woodley shakes it off. Admit it, Ariel, you just want to be a part of a longer fight here, buddy, making your debut. It's about time two Canucks were on this fight.
That's right, the A-team, baby, the A-team.
Under a minute left here in round 3.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a Canadian bacon sandwich.
We welcome you, Al.
And the question, and it is an interesting one that Ariel pointed out, you know, Woodley has been longer in a combat sport than if this fight continues to go rounds.
And yes, Woodley's been on the biggest stages as a MMA champion, but at 39, pro boxing debut, hot in under these circumstances, a lot of nervous energy coursing through his veins.
Yeah, very good point. And will that catch up with him?
Woodley at the bell lands a right hand. And there is Mama Woodley. She's enjoying that last moment of action. And there is Jake Paul's mom. That was really cool, that feature, to see the two moms come together and maybe they could create their own show.
That's officially my favorite feature.
Jake's mom very tense.
Early on in that round, here's Paul. He's going to try an uppercut from way back, and it almost got there. Did get the left hand, and that's one thing you really don't want to do against an experienced boxer, but he was able to do it against Woodley. Now, at the end of the round, let's see how well this right hand may or may not have landed for Woodley. Well, guess what? And it was delivered well.
Yeah, Paul was looking to land that uppercut that The Rock landed in Jumanji as we have a timeout.
Hey, a Jumanji reference. Now my night is complete.
But guys, this is fascinating theater now. We've never seen Jake in this situation before, right? We're going to find out if he truly is a fighter. Fighting in the 4th round, what's going on in his mind? I'd love to know.
And you know, a straight right hand lands, and he's now emboldened to throw right hands, Woodley. But will he be countered in doing it?
And it looks like Paul is now biting down on his gum shield, and all of a sudden it is down to business after Woodley touched him at the end of the last round.
Okay, good break. Woodley roughing him up on the inside, which is exactly what he wants to do, right?
Don't hit on that break.
Lack of activity or not, this isn't Nate Robinson, this isn't Annie Sungib, this isn't Ben Askren coming up with hip replacement surgery. It's going to take a lot to finish Tyrone Woodley.
Minute gone in the 4th, and
I think the big question
there's a jab from Paul.
Can Tyrone Woodley generate offense? How does he do it exactly? And we don't know him as a boxer. How does he do that? It'll take a little more than that.
Right hand to the body by Paul. Moving to his left, circling away from Woodley, but right into his power alley, the right hand. And there's an exchange on the inside. Minute and a half left in the 4th.
The fascinating part is that Woodley is walking him down. He just hasn't been able to really do anything offensively, but that may come.
I don't know how you feel, Al. I disagree with Jake's team. Longer this goes, I think it will favor Woodley. We're going to start to see him look a little better. I think Jake is getting a little tired.
Well, he seems to be a little bit, yeah. We'll see how that goes. I think they were basing it on the sparring sessions, but at this juncture, he's...
Paul gets rocked by Woodley.
He held on to the rope.
And he held on, and now Woodley beginning to feel himself. There's a jab by Woodley. Crowd on its feet. Again, Jake Paul in his hometown, but as many people want to see him get knocked out as are cheering for him to win.
He still looks stunned.
Woodley walking Paul down, but he got tagged with a right.
The plot is thickening.
Yeah, high drama indeed as the seconds continue to tick away here in round 4 as we head to the second half of this 8-rounder. So Paul facing his first taste of adversity.
I need your left hand up, Jake. Left hand
Well,
up,
Marl
okay?
said it best. It is the first true adversity Jake Paul has faced in an actual boxing match. And it came courtesy of this left hook by Woodley. Who knew he had a left hook? He does have one. And it was a very well-thrown left hook. And then later in the round, using the jab, how about that? As a feint, and then the right hand kind of gets in on the side of the head. And he followed up with a couple punches, even though they didn't get there. So roughing up Jake Paul a little bit, and what appeared to be a fatigued Jake Paul at that point, and that right hand bouncing off the side of the head and pushing him against the ropes. Could you call that a knockdown? I don't know.
Definitely knocked him off positioning. Couldn't make his corner feel good as round 5 underway.
I know one thing, that's probably the first round that Jake Paul has lost as a boxer.
And this crowd in fuego here as we begin the 5th. Paul looking to bounce back. Double jab lands.
Yeah.
There's a right uppercut by Woodley.
Oh, wow. And a hook. Jake Paul needs to land something of note, I think, to keep Woodley off of him.
Yeah, Jake Paul is finally in a fight.
Yes, he is.
Woodley's confidence is growing. He's hunting him down. Look at that look on his face. He's been here before. Jake Paul has never been here before.
And this is where Paul, if he says he's worked on counterpunching, and he and BJ Flores have done it in the sparring section, this is where that counterpunching is going to need to come into the play.
And just like you mentioned, Al, our unofficial scorer, Steve Farhood, gave the last round to Woodley, making it the first round that Jake Paul